Yo guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video on the channel. So today, unfortunately, we're recording a video that is a little bit concerning, and I want to record the video because I saw this starting to happen yesterday on Twitter, and I've actually experienced it so far. So we're going to be talking about, yes, this year we have crossplay and the fact that there is cheaters now on PC. Now, I have been playing Rat to Glory on PC for a couple of years now. I've not really experienced anything like this, only one time in draft, where somebody basically DCs you. You don't actually get the loss. It's just 0-0, so it doesn't count, but they are getting the insta win. And this has come to my attention on Twitter, and the problem is now that this game is cross-platform, this is very concerning. So basically, there's like a FIFA 23 cheat available, time finishing, you know. Whether or not all of these cheats are working, I don't know. But it's a pretty crazy program when you think about it. 5-star weak foot, division spoofer. So you can go into Division 1 and then you can kind of go to Division 10 for easier opponents. 5-star skill moves. Every player in your team has 5-star skills. 5-star weak foot. Every player has 5-star weak foot. I'm not sure how much those translate online because I've never seen that in my life. Full chem. Ball teleportation. Freeze ball. Instant win. You get a win if you score at least one goal in any Ultimate Team mode, and the opponent gets kicked if you kick opponents, so your match won't count. So if you're losing, it's good. I've had that happen where I'm beating somebody in a draft. It's the only time on PC I've ever had an issue, but obviously now that it's crossplay, it's concerning. So I had this guy Asar who tagged me in a I got tagged in a thread last night, and basically, you know, you can see that he's in a Discord call and he's turning on something on the side. Now, EA is supposed to have an anti-cheat this year in this game, and that's the reason why, at the moment, it's funny, because everybody on PC is complaining because the game is so hard to run, because apparently the anti-cheat is, running the system through the wall. But, yeah, I mean, the problem is that you can see he clearly opened up the program. He's switching over now to the Discord, which doesn't really matter, but he's asking his friend if he's watching because he's testing this thing out. He clicks up his cheat, and then he clicks the button, and it's like an instant DC. So this is a problem, man, because the fact of the matter is, if you're going into a weekend league game or something like that, I mean, this is really, really concerning. Now, a lot of people who are on PC say that this is only possible via foot draft. I've heard this from many people. I've heard this doesn't really happen in Rivals. It's really just the draft thing, which could be true, but regardless, the fact that it's still available in one mode, I mean, what it really does mean is that EA's anti-cheat is dog shit, right? And that's a problem because I feel like right now what's going to come from all this is that everybody's going to kind of go ahead and blame PC. The problem is it's actually EA's fault, right? Because I feel terrible that these guys on PC are having so much trouble running this game, and this is still the level of cheating that you can actually do, right? The fact that you can open up one of these tabs right next to the game, and it's just crazy to me. This whole thing is crazy to me. I don't even know what's going on in this clip because it's lagging so much, but you can actually see that it gives him the win here, right? It says 1-0, which is really interesting. So it actually gives him the win from the cheat. So there's also a cheat for that, which to me is crazy because all this time EA can't add something in the game where if somebody DCs you, you get the win, right? I've always said that if somebody leaves at 0-0 or something like that, how can you not get the win? And it's it's crazy to me, right? It's crazy because this guy just has a cheat and it works like that. And yeah, the point of this is that he's just winning every game with one click, right? He's clicking the button. He's waiting for the game to start. The opponent kicks the ball. And I guess the larger issue with this is that people could farm drafts. Wow, his name is Rat to Glory. What a fake rat. After all this time, what a fake rat. But I think these guys are on here, you know, testing this cheat. This is terrible, though. I mean, the problem is that it's mainly in draft, and this is what I've heard. If you guys look at the replies, there's a reply here that says it's only in draft. I think it is only in draft. I've kind of heard this that it's only there, but yeah, EA, I don't know what you guys are gonna have to do, but I'm pretty sure I've seen this type of cheating thing happen on PC before from my experience of Rat to Glory, and it's still available. So whatever anti-cheat EA put in, it doesn't seem to work. I'd be very curious again, as I just mentioned, to see if this is actually going to work in the mode that is Foot Champs and Rivals, because it from the Twitter sphere, it looks like it's only working on draft, which is still concerning, right? Because people could just sit there and farm drafts, guys. I mean, that's kind of like, for me, a problem. So yeah, we'll see what comes of it. I don't know if EA is going to respond to it. I don't actually see it on Reddit, so I don't know why my Reddit is glitching out. But yeah, hopefully we get a response from EA, because I haven't even seen anything really been talked about from EA FIFA Direct. So here's the hoping they kind of go ahead and say something about it. I don't think cheating is acceptable in these games, man. I hate playing against cheaters. For me, there's nothing worse than going on like Warzone or something and somebody just hacking through the wall. It's so pathetic that people gotta cheat to win games, because they're crap. They're just not good at the game, and they have to cheat to kind of get ahead. So that really does bother me. And you know, for me, out of this whole like overview of product specifications of whatever this cheat is, I still think until I see the opponent being able to freeze the ball in 15 meters of the air, so no player can touch it, or until I see like ball teleportation or you know, any of these 5-star, weak 5-star. I mean, imagine you go into a game, right? And you're playing against a Dama. You know, you're playing against a Dama, and you play a gold Dama, and he's got 5-star, 5-star. I mean, like, imagine some person on consoles playing against that guy on PC, and they're going to be like, what the hell is this? I have not seen that, so it seems like the only one right now that's really working is like that DC glitch. But yeah, it's very interesting to say the least. Very interesting. I also wanted to kind of talk about in this video, guys, the accelerate thing that's been kind of talking about recently. I'm gonna do a Twitter search here, because this has been really talked about in the last, you know, bit of time. So basically, I'm pretty sure with the accelerate, everybody's been talking about this lengthy, right? So lengthy is taller and stronger, and that these players, they need more time to get going, but are able to catch up to anyone and even surpass them, provided they have enough distance. So they start slower, but they'll thrive over long distances, and in short, explosive players can likely do better at short distances and one-on-one situations. So, yeah, so basically, Footbin has, I think, an already like pre-made lengthy type. So there's a graphic been made here. I also want to, this is such a big talking point right now in FIFA. I'm gonna actually try to make like an accelerate team today on FIFA for you guys and kind of test it out and see how it goes. But you've got controlled, explosive, and lengthy. I think no matter what, I'm always gonna probably prefer explosive. But lengthy is gonna be an interesting tryout. So to have explosive, you gotta have greater than 65 agility, greater than, so you have to be less than 5'11", I believe. But this doesn't really make sense because, oh yeah, no, it does. So, and to have lengthy, you have to have over 65 strength, and then you have to have your strength minus agility has to be greater than 15. So, like, Ronaldo is lengthy this year, right? And the reason why Ronaldo is lengthy is that his agility is 77 and his strength is 77. So that would mean that, wait, strength, wait, no, his strength is, wait, what? His strength is 77. Oh no, Ronaldo's controlled. But people were saying, oh, so this is why. So people were saying with an architect, he goes to lengthy, right? So the reason for this is that his strength is 92 now, right? So if you do 92 minus, yeah, so that's 15. So players' performance type can actually change. So the argument is that in a long distance, Ronaldo can kind of catch up to anyone. You know, with lengthy, right? I think Haaland for me is going to be a really interesting test today. To see if, you know, how this really is working. His base is lengthy. Because he's already got 93 minus 16. So that's gonna, Haaland's gonna be a really interesting test out today. I still think no matter what, like, even with how this game plays and how it's, I think it's a little bit harder to dribble. I think it's a little bit harder to pass. I think I'm always gonna prefer to have, like, explosive still. But I think lengthy for a center back is actually a really interesting argument. Because, you know, if the argument is that they can almost catch up to anybody or can, you know, it becomes a lot more interesting to, like, mess around and see if you could do lengthy with some of these players, right? Like if Thiago Silva can do lengthy with an architect, you know, that becomes a little bit more interesting. I'm not sure the legitimacy to it, because I still look at this card and I'm like, damn, he only has 80 acceleration and 75 sprint speed. But this is a super interesting argument, to go ahead and, you know, kind of look at some of these players and figure out, wow, this guy is lengthy. Is it gonna change everything for me? You know, and most players can be changed to lengthy, guys. You're just gonna have to put an architect on many of them, you know, to kind of make it work. But most players can do this. So if it's the start of the week and you're a little bit confused and, you know, you want to try something out, this might be worth trying out and just kind of seeing if it works for you, because it's something that I think is worthwhile, where it could change a lot in your game, right? Like, imagine you have a player now with lengthy that can catch up to every single person. I'm gonna have to put this to the test today because I still don't really buy it. I think it's possible, but like this whole narrative of, okay, Ronaldo with 81 pace is gonna start outrunning everybody, or Thiago Silva with 77 pace is gonna catch up with Haaland. So I'm gonna really have to put this to the test. I'm gonna probably try like Sule with it lengthy and see if, you know, a guy with 70 pace can really go ahead, you know, and outrun a whole entire team. That to me is gonna be a big question mark. This week, you know, in other news, we're gonna also have Road to the Final, guys. Once the watch is gonna be out of packs on Friday. I'm assuming that Once the watch has already started to go up a little bit right now, just due to the fact that we do have Champions League tomorrow. I saw Lewandowski for like 320 last night. He's up to 380. So most of the Once the watch cards are actually rising. Haaland was 1-4 after the game. He's up to 1-7. He's no doubt going to be in the team of the week. So that Haaland card is going to be absolutely phenomenal to try out. And yeah, I am trying my best to do some trading. I was an idiot, as you guys saw in the video last night, and I freaking did that store 100k pack, and I got to stop doing that because I'm wasting so many of my coins. But yeah, I'm expecting today, you know, outside of you know, us getting a lot of supply, that the market's probably going to be really high. I don't see a way where it wouldn't be. Mondays are kind of a day where a lot of people just decide to buy teams, or improve the current teams that they actually do have. So I am looking forward to that. Right now, I've picked up some Havertz's, I picked up some Fofanas, I picked up some Lozanos. And then I have some more gold cards of these guys that went out of packs. I think Haaland is on his way to going extinct. I just wanted to get him last night so I could try him today. And then I think Team of the Week is also starting to go up a bit. I mean, I've seen Marquinhos is probably like 207, 210. So a lot of Team of the Week is also starting to go up. And smooth sailing for the market. If at any point, guys, you, based on the earlier part of this video, you want to turn your crossplay off, I believe you go to like online settings, matchmaking options, right? And you could click crossplay no if you want to turn this off. I would probably recommend maybe turning it off during drafts until I see these guys in Rivals doing stuff. I have played against one guy in PC who I just felt like the lag was going crazy, but I can't sit here and say like, oh, you know, maybe it was just the way the game is running on PC or the connection, because it didn't look like he was hacking. So yeah, thanks for watching the video this morning. I appreciate it, guys, and sad to see that we have hacks in FIFA, but hopefully EA will respond and update their anti-cheat. I know that PC people need an update anyways because their PCs are lighting on fire playing this game, which should not be hard to run. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys later. Peace.